I spent all of this morning online shopping. Really don't have that much spare money to spend. It's a vicious cycle. You know, I made that video about like finding my personal style and all that, and I made it sound super professional, and I added a bunch of pictures and I was like, mood board, ooh. That was a lie. So here's like a clean slate, me saying, I have no idea what I'm doing. I have a problem. I spent all of this morning online shopping. When I say all of this morning, I don't mean like the regular conscious hours of a normal human being. Like, I went to bed by 12:30. You might expect I might wake up by like 7:30, 8:30. No, I woke up at 6. And then I got hungry, so I ate some food. And then I decided to watch YouTube for some reason instead of actually sleeping. And then next thing I knew, it was around 7. And then I got more hungry, so then I ate more food. There are people who need to snack while they watch things. Well, I need to watch things while I snack. So I went on my phone and I started online shopping. This time, mind you, there was something specific I needed to buy. Like actually need, as in like, I'm not gonna tell you what it is, but like, you're not a human being if you think you don't need this. But yeah, so I started looking for that and found what I needed pretty quickly. But here's the thing about online shopping apps in Korea, or just online shopping in general, but especially here in Korea, the apps, let me tell you, these apps, like, they're great because you can find the cheapest prices you need for pretty much anything. The only downside of that is that there are thousands and thousands of items that you can choose from and stores. And you know, some stores offer free shipping, some of them don't. Some have deals, some of them don't. But a lot of them get their items from the same wholesale. So it's even possible you could find the exact same item for a different price. All that to say, if you're someone like me and you want to find the best deal possible, then you can end up spending copious amounts of hours on one of those apps. And you know, before I knew it, it was 9 a.m. I had an hour left before I was supposed to watch my church service. And so I was like, okay, I'll sleep for a little bit. I'll give myself at least, at first it was gonna be an hour, but then it was like 8:30 came and I was like, okay, I don't think I'm gonna be done. And by done, I mean, I don't think I'm gonna be able to stop myself. And so I stretched it to 9 and I was like, okay, I'll just get 30 minutes of sleep and I'll wake up 30 minutes for service. I will get ready, make coffee and my devos, and then I'll be good. I did none of that. I was on my phone, online shopping, not per se buying anything, although I came very close to buying things. And then it was 10 a.m. and then it was time for church. All during service, I was completely distracted. My head was just only on things that I knew I needed to buy, but I couldn't decide what to buy. And this was pertaining to a lot of things. Like, I can't blame this just on the addictiveness of online shopping in Korea, nor can I only blame it to my obsession with clothes or material things. It's a combination of things. One of the elements is a scarcity mindset, which I grew up in. Just long story short, my mom didn't let me spend a lot of money on clothes or just anything. Let me just backtrack. My mom just didn't let me spend a lot of money in general. And so I was very used to being frugal, saving money, finding the best deals possible. Then, of course, come college, introduced the whole social media, consumerism, influencer, whatever aspect. And now I am constantly bombarded with ads, promotions, things that they know that I want to buy. But of course, if I'm going to have all those things without being mega rich, I need to compromise. And that means finding the best price possible. And you know, I think in some ways, I am very good at finding those things. In some ways, I'm a good shopper. But then in other ways, I'm a terrible shopper because I had the realization yesterday that, and this isn't like a new realization, this isn't something that I never really thought about before, but it's just something that I sort of pushed into the back drawer of my mind and just kind of forgot about. But basically, I am so heavily influenced by Instagram that all the clothes that I own, pretty much all of them, they're just not things that I feel comfortable wearing out, especially here in Korea, because here in Korea, people conform to a very specific standard, and if you look Korean or if you are Korean, then you just look even more out of place. Not that I really care what people think, but I do care what people think. I don't like to draw the wrong kind of attention. I live in like a sort of less city-ish, like I live in like a grandma town in Korea, like one of the suburbs, and so if I go out here in like my ridiculous Instagram getup, then yeah, I'm gonna draw attention, and that's not what I'm about. At least, you know, not on the streets. All that to say, you know, I've asked myself multiple times what on earth is wrong with me, why I do this, why this addiction has become so bad, and I know the answers and I know the solutions, but it's like I'm not really putting two and two together. I was very bad at math. I'm still bad at math. Knowing the answer is not enough sometimes. Oh, if you can tell, I'm using a different mascara today because I don't want to use my waterproof one because the waterproof one is hard to remove, and this is not a very special event today that I'm going out for. So I am going out to. I've set out on a solution, a potential solution, and that solution is to. I've thought about this for a little bit, and I've thought about potential costs and the risks, whether it'll even be effective at all, and maybe it won't. So maybe this is all a waste of time, but I don't know. I'm thinking if my problem is that I keep buying things online that don't look good on me, that don't fit me well, and I end up having to either return them or sell them, leave them in the back of my wardrobe, or just hate them, maybe it's just better for me to make one day, like just dedicate one day, just say that I'll spend this day going out and actually trying things in person and buying things like I used to before COVID. Honestly, during college, I really kind of stopped shopping in person. The majority of the things I owned were from online. The reason I'm doing this right now, like I'm talking to you as I'm getting ready, is because I have an efficiency problem. I don't like to waste my time. I like to multitask. I feel like I'm on a hamster wheel of time, and I feel as if I've already wasted so much time that I can't waste anymore. And that's probably related to how I feel like I can't waste any more money because of all the money that I've wasted on buying the wrong things. So now I need to buy the right things, which means I need to spend more time on thinking about what I'm gonna buy. It's a vicious cycle, but hopefully I will break that today. I don't know how much of this actual shopping I'm gonna be able to show you because this speech is already getting super long. I might show you what I buy if I do buy anything. Just know this will not be your typical shopping vlog as much as I would like it to be because my mental state is not in that mood. So yeah, we'll see how I feel and what happens after. Now, just disclaimer, this probably just makes me really sound privileged, like I have enough money to spend on something like this, like a shopping spree. I really don't want to spend that much today, and honestly, like I don't even really need anything, so I don't know why I'm going out. Maybe I won't even go out. Maybe this video will just stay in my camera roll. You know, I made that video about like finding my personal style and all that, and I made it sound super professional and I added a bunch of pictures and I was like, mood board, ooh. Yeah, I don't do that. I mean, I do, but to me it feels like that was a lie. So here's like a clean slate, me saying, I have no idea what I'm doing. I don't know what my style is. I just keep seeing things on the street that look cute and I want to copy. I keep seeing things in photos that look cute and I want to copy. Maybe that's just all it is now. Like, I don't even know how you find your own style anymore. That's just another spiel I can go into because I hate all those cores. I hate those like fashion aesthetics on Instagram. I just feel like labeling your personal style is stupid. I would never want to follow one of those and just strictly buy only clothes that fit into that. But then at the same time, I just feel kind of all over the place. So hopefully this will be something that actually helps, doesn't hurt too much of my wallet because I really don't have that much spare money to spend. I shouldn't be spending this kind of money at all, but my mind just feels like it's in a whack. Hopefully this will convince me to shut myself to the world of online shopping, but there you go. That was my little spiel. I have returned. You know, I don't really think that going shopping in person was the solution. I was too tired last night when I came home to do a recap, but here I am now. And what ended up happening was I bought two things that I don't dislike. I think because of the whole like I have to post it on Instagram mentality, the idea of like just buying basics, even though I know that layering basics is like the key to a good style, even though I know that it actually takes more creativity to take basics and make them look good. Knowing all this, I still could not get myself to buy a ton of basics like I wanted to. Like every time I go shopping, my goal is always basics, you know, no more special items. But it's so hard because every time I reach for one of those and I'm like, oh yeah, this could actually be really versatile. This could go with a lot of items. It just seems like, but it's a little bit boring, simple, plain. And then I just end up not buying it. And I end up having a closet full of clothes that look really great on their own, but don't go with anything because they're not basic enough. I ended up buying two things that are actual basics, like actually things that I could layer with others. One of them I think is a better purchase than the other, but overall, I think I spent maybe about 5 hours. Yes, 5 hours. And then I came home, and on my way home, I was on my phone and I was shopping online on my app for the things that I couldn't buy or the things that I didn't buy because either I thought the price was too expensive or I thought I could get it for a better deal online. What I realized basically is that my problem isn't the fact that it's online. My problem is just me. I have a problem and I'm addicted. And so I need to get help. And maybe this is all like getting even worse because of being isolated, living by myself. And I'm actually gonna make a video soon about that. But I did want to show you what I got. First off, I got these pants and they fit quite well. So I can't, it's hard to see, but they're like a bootcut slacks. I personally really like them. They were a little bit like almost too tight on the crotch, but it was like just the perfect fit and there's no stretch to the waist, so if I gain weight then bye-bye. But I really like the boot cut leg and I like the shape of this and I like that it's really flattering on my body. That's another thing I've been looking for. Clothes that actually flatter my body type and create a nice shape rather than just buying things for the color or just for the pattern. I really like the fabric of this as well. It's like kind of not like that typical like cheap slacks material, but it's like very soft. I would say this was like fairly successful. I've been meaning to buy white pants for a while, so there's that. Then I was looking for a turtleneck like this. I was looking for multiple turtlenecks in varying colors. This one I say is like a semi-success. It's success because it was cheap. This was only 6,000원, which is like $6. And it's really soft and it feels really nice, so I don't think it was a bad deal at all. But the reason I bought it was because it was cheap. And I was this tempted to buying some other ones that I liked, but they were like 10,000원 or like 20,000원, or which is like $10 or $20. In person, I still have the problem, like I can't really fork over my money that easily. I came home and I actually realized I have a turtleneck that's very similar to this color. This is definitely more like a brown, beigey color, but the one I have is like a pink. So overall, I would say I don't know how much I needed this. I don't know how much variety this adds to my closet, but I literally heard the price and I was like, yep, give it to me. Maybe that's just a problem that I have. Maybe I just can't buy something unless I know it's the best price. Or maybe I'm just scared to spend money because I've already spent so much on like so many little things. But yeah, there you go. There is my haul for the day. It's not really a haul. This wasn't meant to be like a haul video, but I thought you guys might want to see what I actually ended up buying. So I need a lot of help. I need a lot of people to keep me accountable. So if you're watching this and you know me, just shoot me a DM and be like, hey, stop going on your phone. Stop buying things. You just need to stop. Also, I did not stop for water the entire trip, so I had a headache all day yesterday. Very, very tired. Shopping is very tiring. I understand now why online shopping became a thing. It is very exhausting. I'm going to go to sleep now. Take a long, long nap.